Hello Aquarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the second half of May. General reading as always, guys. It's not going to resonate with every single person, so please do take from this whatever makes sense for you and let the rest go. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box, and I will include a link for the card decks that are featured here today, Aquarius. So these are the 3 card decks that I have chosen to use for all signs this time around. So we'll grab some letters that might play a significant role in your life, either your person that you're focused on, or it might even have your initials here. We'll grab some signs, and then we'll grab additional guidance from the Waiting Game deck. This is by Angelic Revelation 144. All right, so let's get started and let's see what it is that needs to come through here by way of letters first and foremost. Let's see what letters I'm able to tap into here. And, you know, just in case your person's letter doesn't show up, that doesn't mean the rest of the messages will not apply. You can fast forward if any of this doesn't make sense to you. Okay, we've got some interesting letters here. We've got W, we've got Z, we have a Q, M, we have a C, I, we have another M right there, and we have an N. Okay, so if any of those letters play a significant role for you, then it's tapped into either yourself or your person here. So let's grab some potential signs here that might play a significant role in your life as well. We have Leo coming through here. We have Gemini. Let's grab one more. Whoops. We've got Scorpio coming through. Okay, so those are our 3 signs here. I forgot to bring out my little contraption that holds my cards up, but oh well. So Leo, Gemini, Scorpio. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some cards from the Waiting Game deck. This has time frames and it's got some additional messages as well. Let's grab this one here. Ooh, there's money coming in for some of you. That's always a nice thing. Let's go dancing. Maybe you and your person enjoy dancing if that's coming through for some of you guys. And we also have a time frame of in a few weeks. Okay, so whichever one of those is picking up off of your vibe and whatever makes sense to you. Okay, so let's continue and let's see what else needs to come through here. Let's start things off with the Mystic Moon Oracle's deck. But yeah, you guys have some money coming in. You and your person might have the opportunity to go dancing, especially when this pandemic is over. It's just really difficult for so many people. And then we've got in a few weeks. So angels and spirit guides for Aquarius for this bonus reading for whoever needs it. What does spirit need you to know right now? What message is most significant for Aquarius at this time? Some of you might be settling in a situation. It doesn't necessarily just have to be about your love life either. Okay, because sometimes we just settle for things in our life when we know we ultimately deserve so much better. We do have action. In order for you to not have to settle for something or someone, you need to take action to change what's happening there. Because you might be dealing with somebody who's unawakened right now. So it might actually fall on you, Aquarius, to take action to wake them up, or to just get yourself onto a different path where you don't have to settle, especially in your love life. If you're not happy, if things are just not going the way you're wanting, and if your person is unawakened to the connection or what it is that they need to do in order to create some sort of movement in this connection, you might have to take that upon yourself. We do have a soulmate card coming through here though. Look at this next card. We do have material world, which is complementary to that message of money coming in. So some of you might definitely be waiting for that, especially if money's been just a little bit tight for some of you guys, which is certainly, again, very understandable considering the pandemic, and a lot of people either have lost their jobs or are on very limited hours, however way it's affecting you, or somebody just owes you money and they finally end up paying you, however way that is reflected in your situation. We do have this stuck energy here. And part of the reason why you might be stuck, especially in your love life, Aquarius, is if you're just settling. Again, you know, you can get yourself unstuck by taking that first step to create some sort of action to get things moving in a different direction. We do have divine timing coming up next. So you might have to plan this out and just have some patience to see this through, especially with divine timing coming through here. And look at this, we do have that new direction that's coming through. Part of the issue might be contributing to that stuck energy because you're dealing with somebody who's being deceptive with you. It's a relationship that fell apart, or something happened between the two of you during the fall season. It's very interesting though, because we now have the twin flame card coming through. So we have not only a soulmate here, but we have twin flame, and certainly some people can be in a connection where it's a combined energy of both soulmate and twin flame, or you see them as a potential of either different category of whatever connection, whatever soul connection, however way you see them. But it's actually a very special bond here between the two of you. But you might again be dealing with somebody who's unawakened to just how special it is. And if they're being deceptive with you, then they're not fully awakened truly to what this could be offering them. You guys are stuck right now. So let's see why you guys are stuck. Let's add to this. This is the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aquamoonlight. Angels and Spirit Guides for Aquarius. What's going on in your connection? Why are you guys stuck? What are you settling for? What is up with this deception? Please offer us additional guidance. We do have loss, grief, sorrow, pain. So this person has definitely hurt you, Aquarius. I'm feeling here that you care for them, you love them. I mean, we've got some pretty amazing energies coming through here by way of a twin flame connection or a soulmate. But they hurt you. That is what's coming through here, that they did hurt you. We do have heart fog coming through next. Mixed signals, blocked emotions, and clutter. So in their heart space, they might just not be as open as you are to the love, to their emotions. They could also be giving you these mixed signals, which is what that heart fog is all about. It's like there has to be clarity here between the two of you. We have one day, someday, somewhere, another time. So maybe moving forward, there's a chance for you guys to work this out, but we do have divine timing, so this isn't going to happen right away. This is something that needs to address whatever the challenges are, because these are some pretty heavy energies coming through here. Grief, sorrow, pain, loss, that's some heavy stuff right there. You know, this is something that cannot be fixed by a simple "I'm sorry." Something major happened here between the two of you. And I kind of feel with the combination of this one day card and the divine timing card, this is going to require a good chunk of time to heal from this, to recover from this. So perhaps for some of you, you've just decided in the meantime to go in a different direction and work on yourself, which is not a bad thing to do. You might also be dealing with somebody who just wants to be free and unattached, just roaming wild, seeing what other possibilities are out there, having way too many options in love and romance perhaps, and they're just giving you mixed signals. And then we have mirror, reflection, shared feelings, and you. So this is all about you for now, Aquarius. This is having to dedicate your time and your energy to yourself. Because what I'm feeling here also is that you're just not on the same page as this person, and they're definitely not on the same page as you. You both have very different visions of what it is that you're wanting in this relationship. And yes, this deception card can occasionally or often indicate that there's infidelity and cheating and third-party situations going on in a relationship, somebody who's keeping secrets, somebody who's dishonest and just lies and is just kind of shady. But it doesn't always have to apply to a person or a third-party situation by way of infidelity. But it's enough of a wedge that's created in a partnership that it causes a lot of issues, and oftentimes you guys go into separation, break up, go your own separate ways, and then it creates that stalemate type vibe, which is what's keeping you guys stuck. There's that stuck energy for now. So let's see if we can get you guys unstuck. This is the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. Angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. For this bonus reading for whoever needs it, what does Spirit need you to know right now? Strength. You might be dealing with a Leo here. This is letting you know here, Aquarius, that you just have to be strong right now. Tap into your own strength. This could also have something to do with emotional attachments to the past. Somebody might still be holding on to a previous relationship that may have ended, but they might still be holding on to that person, even if it is just emotionally, and they have to address that. You know, it's something along the lines of being in a relationship with you, and they care for you, they love you, but part of this deception is that they're not being fully honest, especially if they haven't healed from a past relationship that really hurt them, that highly affected them, and they haven't dealt with it. So they're still carrying that forward in the relationship between the two of you, and it's affecting how you guys interact with one another, you know, especially if they're just not coming forward as their true authentic self. So this Strength card is, interestingly enough, Aquarius, it's a wake-up call for you. Because your person, they're coming through as unawakened. They haven't gone through the realization or awakening that they need to experience in order to see things clearly. That's why we've got this heart fog going on. There's too much clutter going on around this person. So right now, what I'm picking up here is that you need to focus on yourself, your strength, your direction in your life. We have the Judgment card coming up next. So the Judgment card is tapped into fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So we've got two cards right next to each other with Leo energy right there. This is a rebirth. This is a spiritual awakening, which is much needed here, I feel, especially for your person, Aquarius, because this is a resurrection right here. This is a renewal. The relationship will eventually be going through this transformation. It's not going to happen right away, again, as I mentioned, because of that divine timing and the 1 day card letting me know that it might not be happening possibly this year. So you might have to wait to see this through. And in the meantime, live your life. You know, I would never guide you to put your life on hold waiting for this person, because it might take a while, and that's just a part of their journey. You know, that awakening, that spiritual awakening that they have to go through, that's on their time frame, not yours. So in the meantime, you might end up moving on to another relationship. It's one of those things where let it go. And if it's meant to come back to you in time, it will. But at least you're not sitting there pining for this person and just waiting for them to wake up and get their act together. You're actually out there living your life. The interesting thing about the Judgment card, and it is a karma review, that's what this particular card is referring to. And it's a wake-up call again. It's another call, or it's another card that is referring to a wake-up call for you, especially Aquarius. And it could certainly refer to your person too. Since they're clearly unawakened, it might be finally a wake-up call for them to see what they're about to lose out on if they don't wake up, if they don't get their act together, if they don't take action to be able to put in any effort towards a relationship. And the thing is too, with the Judgment card, it's somebody who will ultimately get enough clarity to realize that what they're wanting is forgiveness. What they're wanting is the two of you to come together, to come back together, that reconciliation. And part of that spiritual awakening that they have to go through is to kind of travel back to the past and see where they went wrong and what it is that they never healed from past relationships, and how they might be carrying that forward and carrying those burdens with them. And it's still affecting other relationships that they've gotten into. And that includes the relationship that you guys are in right now. They have to leave it in the past. Whatever happened, happened. It's done, you know, but if, again, they never healed from it, if they never addressed the pain attached to it, that's what's keeping them stuck and unawakened. So now with the Judgment card, there's this need for forgiveness. Definitely a need for healing in order for you guys to move forward. Whether moving forward includes the two of you coming back together or just going your own separate ways, but at least finding peace in the connection rather than all of these loose ends that have been left with no closure. So there's definitely changes that need to happen with this Judgment card presenting itself. And then we've got the Two of Wands coming through here. So more fire energy, lots of fire. I mean, clearly, if you look at the soulmate and the twin flame cards, I mean, look at all the fire energy from that. So this particular reading is definitely coming through with a lot of fire energy, if you happen to resonate with that. So the Two of Wands, planning and decisions. And maybe that's where you're at right now, Aquarius, knowing that you do have to take action for yourself, your own life, and come up with a different plan, come up with different decisions that you need to implement in your own life now, because the person that you were relying on just couldn't follow through. Not right now. And by doing that, by switching directions, you might actually find this King of Cups, emotional mastery from this king. He's ready to offer his cup of love. Now, whether, if you're feminine tuning in, whether this is your unawakened masculine who's finally able to open up his heart space to you and offer you this cup of love, or this could also be a new love that comes in for you. It's so interesting how we've got the Ten of Pentacles and it's falling right below material world, and then we've got money coming. So I do feel, especially Aquarius, that financially things are looking up. It looks really good in that area. So some of you guys might either get a raise in pay or just some unexpected money. However way that presents itself, it's coming through here, especially in regard to your pentacles, your finances. That looks really good. We do have the Four of Swords, which of course is your own energy, Aquarius, healing and recovery. This is where you're at right now. Taking a break from this, recuperating, taking time for yourself, which is good. It's much needed, I feel. But, you know, that's not stopping you from remembering and feeling nostalgic. You still remember the good memories and the good times that you guys have shared. And part of the Six of Cups energy is a reunion, wanting it anyway, the desire for a reconciliation. But it takes two people. It takes two people for that to happen. And if they're unawakened, it's, you know, it's not going to happen. It's one of those things where you're wanting it so badly to be able to manifest that, but if they're not even realizing what it is that you're desiring from the connection, it's kind of a missed opportunity, truly. We have the Devil's energy coming through also, that obsessive type energy from the Devil. Some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn. And as I mentioned earlier, we did get Leo as one of our signs, and there's a lot of fire energy coming through here. And that Devil energy is restriction. It's stagnation. Which is why you guys are stuck. And part of the reason, Aquarius, why you might be stuck specifically with the Devil's energy attached to that is because you still love this person. Clearly you've lost them, okay? That's why you're grieving the relationship and how it fell apart. We have that here as well with the Fall card. And you would want nothing more than to bring this back together. But again, it takes two people for that to happen. And here's that missed opportunity I was talking about with that Four of Cups. If they can't meet you halfway, if they can't wake up to see what it is that they're truly going to miss out on, then it's a missed opportunity for them, not for you. Because there's nothing more than you could have done for this to happen. It takes two people. It truly does take two people to be able to manifest this. We do have the Four of Wands, which is an amazing card. More fire energy. Foundation and commitment. This is my Twin Flame card also. We already have the Twin Flame card that came through here. This is a beautiful card. This is harmony. This is a happy home. This is a happy relationship, a happy union, family, sharing a home together. So all of these things are possible, Aquarius. If this person can actually take action towards manifesting that, then it can happen. It can absolutely happen. Otherwise, it turns into a missed opportunity, truly, for them. You would basically be the one that got away. But, you know, you're not going to whittle away into nothing. I mean, you've got your life to live. You'll be fine, you know, and perhaps this is why we need this Four of Swords energy right here with your own vibe right there. Healing and recovery, having to go into recuperation mode just to recover from how painful this all has been. But you're going to come out of that Four of Swords energy and be just fine. You'll be just fine. Again, you're a lot stronger than you might realize that you are. Okay, so let's add to this with some romance angels. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius in love and romance for this bonus reading. For whoever needs it at this time. So it's not impossible for this person to wake up, but it might take some time. Passion, okay? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And I know that you're open to it, Aquarius. The thing is, your person needs to be open to it as well. There could have certainly been a very passionate connection between the two of you. Certainly the physical connection and the intimacy could have been off the charts passionate and very fiery, but it's got to be more than that too. We do have red flags that are presenting itself here. So whatever these red flags are, they do need to be addressed. It is cautioning you at this time, Aquarius. So just be mindful of the situation and how this is playing itself out. You know, because there's definitely a potential for long-term happiness and commitment with that honeymoon card. That's an indication here that two people can build a life with one another by way of marriage, by way of building a home, a life together, enjoying this honeymoon together someday. Angels wanting you to stay optimistic at this time, Aquarius. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And here we are with the reconciliation card. So perhaps they might eventually get clarity and take action to be able to repair the damage here between the two of you. So it's possible, it's totally possible that they might want to be able to fix this connection here. And again, going back to the Judgment card, it's somebody who's seeking reconciliation and forgiveness. So it hasn't been an easy journey, Aquarius, but I do feel that it might just be fixable here. Might just be fixable. So let's give this person the opportunity to speak here, okay? So let's grab some messages from the You Have My Heart, Soul Lovers and Separation deck. This is by Angelic Revelation 144. Okay, let's see. Let's see what you guys need to say to each other. You could certainly resonate with some of these messages for yourself as to what it is you want to say to your person. And these messages could also be from your person to you. And as always, take what resonates. So it might take some time, but they're not going to be unawakened forever. So let's see what we have. Okay. First message, you can't imagine how much I love you. You are the woman or man that every man or woman desires. I know that I can count on you, and I will show you that you can count on me too. So maybe it's not too late. The love is here. They desire you. The passion is here. And I just feel that there was a point in time when you just could not count on this person, but they're coming through here now, letting you know that perhaps you can. And if that's not what's happening right now, that's because divine timing is at play here. So if you're willing to give it a little bit more time for this to play out, you might just be surprised with the direction that this takes. Okay, next one. I can't bear the thought of you being with someone else. I get so jealous. I just want you to be mine. Okay, so for some of you guys, maybe you have detached, maybe you have gone in a new direction, and they're observing you moving on, being happy, but they're coming through here letting you know that they're actually jealous that you're with somebody else. So perhaps they're willing to take some sort of action when they're ready to let you know that they want forgiveness, that they want reconciliation. That, of course, is up to you, Aquarius, if you're even willing to entertain that, but it is presenting itself here. Next one, my family doesn't understand our connection. I have told them how I feel about you and tried to explain it, but they have particular ideals and don't understand our spiritual love. So for some of you guys, part of the reason why we've got this stuck energy is because of outside interference from family that's causing issues here. And what I'm getting to for some of you is because of this outside interference from family, disapproval, you know, your person might have told you or given you some false reason as to why you guys couldn't be together, when in fact the reality of it is that they love you. You know, so that could be part of the deception here for some of you if it doesn't represent infidelity. And it might have something to do with family interference and families that don't get along, or for whatever reason they might have lied to you and told you some other reason for the breakup or why they couldn't be with you, when in fact it just was too much of an influence from their family to be with you, if that makes sense. Last one. I wish that you were here, or I was there. I wish that we were together anywhere. Okay, so again, some of these messages could be picking up off of how you're feeling or your person. So there's this desire to be together, but you know, that does take two people to bring that into fruition. And if you're dealing with somebody that's keeping their distance, giving you mixed signals, somebody that hurt you, someone who's unawakened, then you got to focus on yourself. Focus on you in the meantime, you know? That's what I'm getting from that. Okay, so let's grab some overall energies for this connection from the Love Compass Oracle. This is by Luna Tide Love, Angels and Spirit Guides for Aquarius. Whichever one you resonate with, because I'm going to pull 3 cards as a potential overall energy for your particular, if I could speak, for your particular situation. We've got 1. Let's grab 2 more. Overall energy, and then the bottom of the deck. Okay. What do we have here? We've got resistance. We've got reconciliation. And then we have intimacy. Okay, so resistance. You are not opening up to a situation or opportunity. Your soul is nudging you to move forward in a certain direction that is in alignment with your soul. Be willing to take steps forward. Trust your intuition and higher guidance. The right path is revealing itself to you. Tear down the walls and barriers so that movement forward can occur. Yep, for some of you, that is what's happening here. And you've got the opportunity to switch directions and live life in a whole different way. And yes, absolutely, there is the chance for a reconciliation. Okay, if this is truly what it is that you're wanting, Aquarius, then it's possible. It is reflected here. This is coming together with someone and working on whatever has torn you apart. This could be a past connection. This person is praying for a new beginning with you. Be willing to give this relationship or connection a second chance. You may be receiving an apology or compromise, which is exactly what's needed. Okay, so it's possible for some of you guys. And then we have intimacy. Ask yourself if it's possible to build more depth into this relationship. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for this relationship to endure. This connection needs to be beyond the physical aspect and more than just an intense physical attraction. Exactly. And that's pretty much what I was saying with this passion card. You know, it's great that the intimacy is passionate, but it has to be more than that as well. You know, so you'll know in your particular situation if it's just not going in that direction, if it is just a friends with benefits situation, or if they can actually love you and build a life with you, share a home with you, have children, happy times, the whole thing, you know? So that's what's coming through. But as far as reconciliation, totally possible. Okay. Let's close this out with the Journey of Love deck. This is by Bridget Rau of Divine Essentials, Angels and Spirit Guides. So we'll grab a few from here. And as always, take whichever one you're guided towards. Angels and Spirit Guides for Aquarius, please. What do we have? Ooh, number 21, Shadows. This feels like torture. And maybe you feel this way, that it's torturing you to be going through such a very difficult journey with this person. Or because they are in the shadows, they are unawakened, you know, it's torturing them to actually be in that dark space, but they have to work on getting themselves out of it. Look at this next one. I love you. Nostalgic. Okay, so that already came through. From the Six of Cups, memories of love, reunion. They love you, Aquarius. Perhaps it's just a matter of time before they do wake up and realize that if they don't take action, they will lose out. They will lose out. Let's grab one more. Angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. But yeah, nostalgia, I love you. I swear it's true. So they're ready to come forward with the truth. Good. Because somebody who's being deceptive is not coming forward with the truth. Simple as that. So this is phasing out. And this is where they're going to eventually end up, you know, is to be coming forward towards you, Aquarius, with the truth. That they love you, that they want to work this out, that they want a reconciliation, that they want forgiveness for their actions. It's all coming full circle, you know. So in the meantime, because we do have divine timing, and I really do feel that this is going to require your patience if you're truly wanting this to come back to your life by way of this connection. It would best serve you perhaps in the meantime to live your life. And if it happens to come back to you, then it's meant to be. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box. And I'll see you guys real soon. Take care.